Yeah, I'm excited. Uh, Utpala, are you standing by, raring and ready to go?
Sitting by, yes.
Wonderful. I give you the floor
Thank
if
you.
should you choose to accept.
Okay. Welcome to an interlude on emptiness. And as you recall, we finally cracked into the second part of this book, which we've all been waiting for very patiently for years now, as as we spent a lot of time looking at how it is that Master Asanga, Arya Asanga, and Master Vasubandhu, how they construct their worldview of what is literal and what is figurative that the Buddha taught. And we had a basic presentation that of the three turnings of the wheel, which are divided by how they speak about emptiness, they say the third turning is literal and the other two not. They're figurative. And we got a lot more detail about what the mind only school followers think about how things are, about how we experience our world, which I'm not going to mention. We're just going to start now talking about. I don't have a quiz for you. We will have that quiz next time, but you may find a question on that quiz about, like, okay, like, what's the bottom line about what mind only school says about what's figurative and what's literal? So let me find uh, this text. Sorry, I don't know why I'm just always such a sort of flummoxed by how to share.
It's working.
It's working.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can do a little, I don't know. Should we start after where we left off? Should we back up a little bit and talk about
I
what a little bit about what we talked about last time?
I would vote for context. It's your show, but that would help my poor little brain.
Oh, this is a team endeavor as opposed to a team endeavor. It's a team endeavor.
Yeah. Great.
But excuse my notes and excuse me making you dizzy by scrolling so quickly.
No problem.
Um, so just basically, we're at the second part, and which is describing how Arya Nagarjuna, spiritual father and son,
Mm,
wrote a presentation on how to distinguish between literal and figurative, following the sutra, a teaching given by Akshaya Mati, never
mm.
ending wisdom, and others. And as Geshe Michael noted here, the son is Arya Deva, and there will be a
Mm.
footnote to that effect.
Great.
And he does. Oh no, there's another sort of introductory. He says a clarification of the verses, and that's by Master Chandrakirti. A commentary to the Lamp of Wisdom by Bhava Viveka, and Light on the Middle Way by Master Kamala Shila, all rely on as a source that sutra that was just mentioned. And they all present how to distinguish between what is figurative and what is literal based on the teaching in that sutra. Then we get a quote from that sutra itself. You may ask, what are the sutras of literal meaning? What are the sutras of figurative meaning? Whatever sutras teach the establishment of the deceptive are called figurative meaning. Whatever sutras teach the establishment of the ultimate are called literal meaning. I think so far, Arya Asanga wouldn't have a problem, right? I mean, just with, okay, I get that division. That's fine. It's just they define what is ultimate differently, right?
I don't know. Did we get a definition of literal and figurative from Arya Sangha?
Um, well, you may recall way back in the day, the way to determine is whether you could suss out, whether you could find the meaning of a sutra within the sutra itself, then it was literal. If you had to go to some other place to find the meaning, then no, it's not.
So I guess that means that this definition would be different than that one.
Yeah, I shouldn't have posited that idea. We need more.
It's an
Okay.
exciting question for me.
Yeah. I definitely want to answer that in detail sometime in the future. And then speaking of the king of concentration, thank you, Stanley. We have a quote from that sutra, which says, emptiness as taught by the ones gone to bliss, no is among the sutras of literal meaning. Whatever is taught by some living being or person or spiritual person, know all of them as presentations of figurative meaning.
Mm.
I got to clean the English up, but that's like a first step.
Cool.
Okay. Then I haven't finished translating this, but now he starts getting into this. And he said, when presenting how to determine what is figurative and what is literal, in accord with these explanations, then whatever sutras directly teach as their primary subject, as they're probably, we don't need matter, directly teaches their primary subject, only various kinds of deceptive things are called sutras of figurative meaning. And this is because we must search elsewhere for the ultimate state of things. And I didn't finish the sentence. We have to extract the meaning out of what is presented figuratively.
Uh-huh.
And then those that directly teach as their main subject the emptiness of the mere elimination of elaborations, the lack of arising, and the like are sutras of literal meaning. And this is because of the reverse of the previous reason. Because we don't have to go
Oh.
searching for meaning. It's right there.
Could this be the emptiness which is merely the elimination of elaboration, or the emptiness
Well, it's right
of,
here.
yeah, chapa, elaboration, namparchepa, elimination of the chapa, of the elaboration, sam, just that,
Yeah,
gitongbanmi.
elimination of elaborations, mere elimination. And then I
Yeah.
put the gi is of.
Yeah,
It, uh,
uh-huh.
it could be in, right?
Um, I want to say that it could be, which is, but I don't know if I'm being too naughty with my gi, but um, is the emptiness of elimination of elaboration is not emptiness, is not ultimate truth. So I want to find a way to phrase that. I think that's the idea, right? That um, somehow that phrase should amount to ultimate truth. Can we say that ultimate truth is uh, elimination of elaboration?
Yeah, it looks like a which is to me. It could be like which is
Hmm.
emptiness,
That's my temptation.
which is nothing but or nothing more than the elimination of all
Yeah.
elaboration, something like that.
Mm, yeah, that's my feeling about it. Uh, and then, oh, the lack of a rising, kiwa mepa, etc. Sok. Um, oh, musu. I see. And kiwa mepa. I see. Uh, the lack of the rise of arising and the like. Great. Are sutras of literal meaning. Like, yeah. And that's because, yeah, they're the dokpa, the opposite of the previous. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Okay,
Okay, so that's what we covered last time.
great.
This is really long. Um, um, Venerable Chinsum, are you around? Would you like to read? She may not be
Okay.
around. Oh,
I'm
you're
here.
here. Yay.
Yay. Okay. Can you make the screen any larger?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Is that big enough or more?
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it's good for me. I did see a request in the chat from someone. So
Oh, I see.
also,
I'll try and find the
Mhm.
chat.
that's good.
We can
Dode.
manage the chat for you. Sorry,
Is
go
it good?
ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dode don chen du zhang gupad di la su ni te. Ne luk sempana dode no suten so de ni ne luxu sungdu mirungwa de le gongdu zhang ne luxul gopa jinpa le longju jungwa don be do ta budang kunzo sempana yang yang dode nyosu ten suta sungdu mi lungwa Dunchen du zhong buba. Padang ma nitse ja ching shepata buo.
Thank you. Okay, so we have our introductory line here. So there are two ways that we must interpret other meanings of these sutras.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Neiluk,
Cool.
we had Geshe Michael told us last time meant the ultimate state of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Neiluk Sempana, when thinking about the ultimate state of things, let's see. I had to like chop this up a bit. Let's see.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got this camera that comes down into my screen, and so I can't see. Okay, I got to do this. Sorry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when thinking about the ultimate state of things,
Mm-hmm.
with sutras that directly teach, and I don't know Tse. If someone could help me with Tse, I could not find it.
Hmm. Oh.
So is the measure. It's like the amount or
Yeah,
measure of something.
that doesn't really fit.
It
So
could
I just
also
got,
Uh,
be it can also be actual or like real, like sima.
oh, okay, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Um, well, actually teach. Anyway, I got to think about that.
yeah, the way things actually are or something, or just that, or
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I think it goes with the
Um,
Musu.
hmm Yeah. Could it be, it could like to the extent that they directly teach the the way that things are?
Where do you get to the extent that? Oh,
Oh,
it's a
by the
measure?
measure. Yeah, it's related to tsema.
What they teach is
Um,
suchness. Kene.
yeah, maybe, right? In so much as, right, to the measure, to the extent that they teach, that they ngusuten directly teach. Um, Nelo.
Okay, cool. Uh, and here I jump to they teach what is not suitable
Mm,
to be taken as I said the essential nature of things.
oh. Uh, oh yeah.
Such
Mir.
as uh, sutra teachings that wealth comes from giving.
Yeah.
We must search for the ultimate from the figurative. I gotta get this whatever, right? Well, no, it says high, earlier, higher. I don't know. I don't know what the gongdu is. Anyone have ideas?
I think it's like the mirungwar, right, is dele is rather than um uh what we talked about earlier. So yeah, so in so much something is like literal in so much as it directly teaches the way that things are. Um and then I guess right, that which I don't know, like is inappropriate to be rather than that which is um yeah, I don't know, not appropriately called that or doesn't. I don't know. What is this mirungwa like? That
But
essentially that would word.
the Mirungwa would be modifying what came before it, not what came after it.
Yeah, but mirungwar dele. Uh, that
Yeah, blah blah
dra
blah,
somehow.
inappropriate rather than what was discussed earlier
Yeah.
is interpretable or figurative, is a figurative form of Neluk. Because it's saying, yeah, Taini Neluk as opposed to Drangne Neluk. Taini Neluk, like actual suchness, as opposed to Drangne Neluk, some figurative form of the essential teaching, something like that.
Hmm.
Um,
You
we're
saw you
looking
say
for the ultimate
yes.
in the figurative, I think, not the other way around. But I could
Oh,
be wrong.
yes. Yeah, dele, right, rather than what would be mirungwar, inappropriate to take sung du as being neluksu, as being the way of things.
Mm. Yeah, could be.
And then we get um yeah, as we saw above, right? As was described above.
Yes.
So
Okay, say that again. I'm not sure I agree, but say it
fair
again.
enough. Yeah. Um Zhangnie, okay, Zhangnie, uh it would then be um uh uh um taking what taking as Sung, uh taking as Neluk, uh that which would be Mirungwar to take as Neluk. Um
Yeah.
and so which is Dele, which is rather than um what we
And
saw above, Gongdu.
that's why the tsu is in there. In so much as
Hmm.
that teaching is, and then everything you just said, right?
Right. Yeah. In so much as that sutra directly teaches the way of things, we can consider it figurative. But what is not, sorry, in so much as it teaches the way of things directly, we can consider it literal. And then the figurative is where we take, rather than that, what would be inappropriate to take as figurative. Sorry, what would be inappropriate to take as the way of things, as as we saw above.
Yeah. What's the tool to search, look for?
Oh yeah, Utpala had that real nice. We must search for the ultimate state.
Mm,
That in that case, we must. In this case, in the Zhang uh, from that, then we would have to search to see what is Neiluk, since it wasn't directly presented, and what was presented would be inappropriate to take as Neiluk. So we Gopa, we have to Sova,
yeah,
we have to look for
capital.
it.
That's good. I like it.
Uh, like the example um, that you translated here, that um, giving leads to uh, abundance, or yeah, how did you put it? Oh, wealth. Yes, wealth. Great. Yeah, great. Wealth comes from giving. Absolutely. Yeah. Cool. Um,
What next? Sunpei no
yeah. Then
Tabu,
what next?
just like the
Yeah.
sutra said.
Yeah.
So what are they directly teaching? We have no we have no modifier of what they're directly teaching. Doesn't matter.
Where? Which?
Taming, in so much as they're teaching suchness.
Oh,
Suchness.
Hmm.
yes.
Yeah. In so much as they're directly teaching suchness. I think.
Um, yeah, it could be. Could also be mainly. Um, right. Could also be Neluk Sembana. Could be um
Okay, this is getting
when.
all there's too many clauses in here. And
Yes,
so I have to organize them
of
because we've
course.
got the clause about such as the sutra teachings that wealth come from giving. We've got a clause about
Mhm.
rather than what we said above. We've got a clause about searching for the ultimate state from the figurative.
Yeah.
So I have to could Kong do be extract something you have to extract from
Never
that.
seen it like
Hmm.
Um,
that. I've
okay,
never
we're
seen
talking
that.
about the ultimate state of
Mm.
things. Sutras directly teaching, and in so much as sutras are directly teaching.
I think Soul is already doing that work. Um, in this case, we're seeking rather than extracting. Um, and it's not clear that we can even find the ultimate meaning to extract in a figurative teaching. I think
Okay.
good. I'm not sure, of course. Um, I think it's possible, Utpala, that Neluk Sembana could be when something like when considering. Oh, you said when thinking about the ultimate state of things. See, I wonder if this is a modifier which um is part of the definition of what is literal. Um, So uh those sutras wherein or something we are considering the ultimate state of things, or those sutras in which, yeah, you could say thinking, but I wonder if
Well, there's that
Senpai,
little
you know,
nod that comes before those sutras that directly teach.
and cruelly it could be a Ladun particle.
Yeah.
Um,
And
it, in the context of considering Neluk, not isn't always if or when, it could be, um, but or when they are considering the ultimate nature of things.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
said.
yeah, well, when thinking about, but it's when those sutras are doing it. You see, when not like
Those
when
sutras
we're
have
talking about
Sempa?
it.
Those sutras have Sempa?
I it's I don't know. It's possible that it is them considering it. Yeah, that may be a way of phrasing it when they are considering it. I don't know. I don't know who's thinking here. Um,
Well, then
yes, that's what I'm wondering.
it would have to be, I might be, if it's true, we're talking about an inanimate object
Yeah.
doing Sempa, then I might want to say like examine, because that can be
Uh-huh.
taken as something that is presented in print or in words.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Whereas thinking, of
Yeah.
course, that's not going to happen by a sutra.
Totally. Yeah, totally. I mean, and that's why, maybe I would say when it's considered or something, examining is great. I wouldn't use thinking in that context either. Uh, so, massaging the pros, I don't know. I trust your capacity there as well as anyone I know in the universe. Um, but in terms of meaning, I think we're getting there that in so much as a sutra directly teaches the way of things. Um, yeah, we consider it literal. Um, but if, on the other hand, right, other than that, if um, if it concerns, holds, teaches that which would be inappropriate to hold to Sumba as Neluk, um, then uh, contrary to what we described above, meaning contrary to directly teaching the way of things, as we said above, Gongtu, then yeah, we consider it Changme, um, Chung, and then you gotta look for the Neluk, as you said. Um, but like giving leading to wealth, and then what are you doing here with Tumbe Do Tabu? Hmm.
Such as sutra teachings.
Yeah, yeah, great. Hmm. Oh, yeah. And what did you say? Such sutra
That
teachings? Is it in your English? Oh, yeah.
right here.
Oh, yeah. Such a sutra's teaching. Oh, great. Yeah. Of course. That's the verb. Yeah. Teaching that things come from. Yeah, of course. Yeah, great. And then, Kunsab Sambana. Oh, oh, and when
And when
thinking
thinking
about
about
the
the deceptive side of things,
hmm
or
yeah.
if we change it to even sutras that directly teach in so much as even in so much as sutras that directly teach
Uh,
in so sorry, it's very hard for me. This is so I have a large
it's
monitor,
hard.
so these letters are very large, which makes it more challenging to parse.
Well, back to your think of, I guess one of these you can think of as Neluk, and one of these you can think of as Kunzo. So that's cool. That seems potentially straightforward.
Right, I'm
Um,
just trying to rework it the way you reworked that first one. In so much as oh, okay. In so much as sutras directly teach suchness in examining the ultimate state of things. So this would be in so, no, there is no in so much as. Even
uh,
even sutras that because there's no kongdu, right? Is that what you said was in so much as? No, that's su. In so much
no,
as
Tsu is there. You got it.
even
Tsu, yeah, those sutras that
sutras teach directly um the ultimate side of things. I don't
uh-huh.
know. I'm getting
Do you
no,
have
this
a
is parallel.
do you have a sense of Geshe Michael's note here about the na? That this Semba na, it seems to be
Right, that's how
echoing
I
the,
originally wrote it, was to be in the same way, but you guys don't
yeah,
like that.
I'm not
So and
sure. I'm coming
the
around.
the way we're rewriting it, I can't make it parallel because the rest of the sentence in Tibetan doesn't have, we don't have the same follow-up.
Hmm.
I mean,
Well,
basically what it's saying is that even when even in sutras that have as their main topic deceptive reality, you can't take it at face value when they say things like kill your mother
mm,
and your father.
hmm,
Those
hmm.
have to be figurative.
Even what those
You
teach
have
directly.
to go find the other meaning because it's not suitable for a Buddha, a person who is an awakened being who loves all beings on all planets, would tell someone to kill their mother and their father.
Yeah, right. So in the context of what we consider to be kunzo, of what we consider, even in the context of what we consider to be kunzo,
Right.
dode in those sutras, um, in so much as they teach directly, Nusuten, to, yeah, what is grasped there, would be, yeah, is still inappropriate, um, to hold to in that same way, like that, as a direct teaching.
Yeah, that's why I wonder if it still means something else. If it
Yeah.
doesn't mean actual.
Hmm.
I mean more along the actual way. Because uh we don't have an object in this sentence to push against.
Mm.
Like, what are we pushing against? I mean, how do we know when the Buddha is being ridiculous or not. This or being figurative, I shouldn't say ridiculous. When sorry, I'm speaking very quickly. We need something that helps shine a light on what we're talking about here. Even in the case of actual teachings or held as they're
Yes.
actually taught.
I think so. I mean, tse could also be like accurate. It is a variant of the word tse, as in sema. But I think you're there. I think you have the meaning. I think um, you're left to massage grammar. Um, but I think you seem to have demonstrated what this paragraph means if piecing the words together is going to be an ongoing pain in your life. I mean, delight in your life,
Delight.
a delightful pain in your life.
Delightful string of little clauses.
Yes, right. Like a necklace upon the brain.
A necklace upon the brain or the heart.
Better yet.
This one appears to be easier.
Oh, good.
At least it's shorter.
All right.
Oscar, would you like to read, please?
Yes, thank you. Tena uma nangwale ngebetung kyang kang la cheshena sematang chepatang tuntampe wangdutsene shepakang yimpate tenitele lokshik tu shengi kangdu yangchang war minupe chiro.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you.
Dana, I said, and that's why. Umanangwa, this is one of the texts referenced right above, light on the middle way. Shena, if you ask, maybe Dongkyang Kanglan Cha. Just what is of literal meaning? It is, I did any is Kang here, any explanation based on an accurate perception and, accurate perception and related to ultimate truth.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because it's not possible I had to sort of like fudge this because I think this is what it's saying and it's difficult. But anyway, it's not possible to interpret it in any other way than that. Interpret it in any other way. Any other way than that.
Yeah, sure. Great. I think that's great. Yeah. By the way, Tema, wondering if this is being employed as echoing the t that we had above.
We'll have to ask Master Kamala Sheila next time we see him.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Geshe Michael
I
also
would
may
I
know.
would kind of like that if it were.
Mm-hmm. It would be convenient, right?
It would be convenient.
Cool. Okay, great. Super.
Rebecca,
Faithfully
are
quoted.
you around or are you sleeping? It's probably very late or very early.
Could be both.
It could be both.
She could be present and sleeping.
She could be present and sleeping. I should not make assumptions. Venerable Cutting, would you like to read, please?
Oh, thank you, Venerable Pala. She sungte jangne kitsul nditar she palani chakpak lu
Wakpa,
pakpa lujub ki jesu
Rangway,
jangwe buma tak
Uma.
buma daklami tunpa megdo.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I think that this actually is usually up by the quotation we just had and is
Mhm.
part of this introductory, this introductory bit to the quotation.
Yes,
So I did not translate it separately.
sure.
I'm just starting here. Okay. So we have explanations like this
Mhm.
on, Chang'e Kitsul. I said ways to
Yeah.
determine what is figurative and what is literal. That's a lot more words
No, it's
than are
great.
there.
That's helpful. That's excellent.
Okay. They are mitunpamido. They are without conflict.
Mm.
Among those of the middle way who
Yeah.
follow after Arya Nagarjuna.
Yeah, great. Which is theoretically all of them, I hope.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
gonna have
great.
to go on into brand new territory very
Okay, fun.
soon.
That's okay. The worst that can happen is we won't understand.
Yeah, right. Berta, would you like to read, please?
I would love to. Thank you. I was still in the Spanish channel. Okay. Gipa, right, from Nipa, right? Okay.
Yeah, Nipa.
Nipa, Chepa Lu, Truki Shukdan, Day, Gongpa, Trailway, Rimpa, Jitar Chuwala, Pakpe Shung Setsudan, De Dongpa, Drelwa, Sosoy Rimpa, Jitar Jungwa, Chepao, Dangponi. Tangponi.
Tangponi. Very good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, here's the second section.
Mhm.
And what this second section is up to, where is my verb? Oh, I I took it from what we wrote before, so maybe I have to change it. Anyway, we have here the Pakpa Ludrup Kisung. We have the books of Arya Nagarjuna.
Mm.
And we have the rimpa of the Gongpa Drelwa of
Mhm.
those books. We have the progression of commentaries on his true intent that came from those books.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah, like Jungwa came from.
Yeah. So Baba Viveka or Buddha Palita and Baba Viveka and Chandrakirti and all these characters who explained in progressively different ways, hopefully deeper ways. Great.
Did he write auto commentaries or no?
Yeah, sometimes I've never studied that. I don't know if there's an auto commentary on wisdom. I'd be interested to know.
And I'm
I'd
just
have,
very curious about this sentence just seems repetitive to me. So again, we've got the, and I'm thinking Tangponi, because Geshe Michael added it here at the end, that it refers to this bit.
oh, right. Okay.
Because we just, okay, we talked about the first sentence. Now, so that's why I said we begin with explaining
Right.
Hakpe Sung Zeitsul, how the Arya's books were written.
Cool. Looks right.
And I don't know, I really don't like passive voice. And I make this not passive.
You can.
How he wrote those books.
Right.
Well, no, because it's, I know why I did it the way I did is because of this right here.
Oh.
Because if it were just the way he wrote books, it wouldn't have this agikui. This is tying this together as a phrase.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, the works of the Arya, something.
Right.
How the works of the Arya were written.
Right.
It does
So I have
look
to leave
like
it
that.
passive.
Maybe for now.
And then I made up that
unless you get
this is, oh, I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm just saying unless you get clarity later in
Oh,
that as we read that section that gives you some
believe me, I'm
freedom.
praying for that.
Of course.
Then for Tang, I'm taking this to be and then, just because, you know, I got a whole string of things here going on. Then we've got
Yeah.
I just copied the way, but anyway, individual progressions of commentaries on his true intent that came out of that.
Great. That's as plausible as anything I can imagine. That's exciting.
Okay, here we go.
Great. I'm thrilled.
Into new land.
Wait, Shipa? Did I? Oh, maybe I have a boo-boo in my text.
What?
Sorry. Go ahead. Nothing. I found it. I think I had an error. What are these?
Oh, these are
Yeah.
Geshe Michael copied from above.
Great.
What we said way back a long time ago.
There it is. Section 2,
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah, great. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, cool.
I don't know why it's stated to my mind twice like this.
Oh, yeah, I guess it seems obvious, but it's quite clear this the thing that this is about, which is the Arya's books and the books that followed the Arya's books on the meaning of the Arya's books. Uh, it seems like he's just being very clear and neatly dividing between those two.
Okie doke.
Yeah,
All right.
that we'll devote some time to one and then the other. Seems likely.
Venerable Gyaltse says the first time is saying what the second section is, and then the second is saying now we are going to explain it.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, right. Well, let's see if they are in two distinct part. Well, he said Don Boni, so it seems like um those are the two parts. Uh, so this should be the section on how the Arya's works were made, and then we'll see if we get a Nipa where we go on to the works explaining the Arya's works.
Right. Um, so now we've got here we've got a prediction about
Hmm. Yeah.
um
Yeah. Predicted by the Gilwa.
by the king.
This, oh, probably Victor, probably the Buddha,
Okay.
as opposed to, yeah,
Oh yeah,
Gelwa as opposed to
if it's
Gelbo.
in if it's in the tantras, then it's
Mm,
definitely
mm,
a Buddha.
yeah.
Okay.
So this Pakpa, this Arya, um,
Mhm.
is gonna do something, uh, just like
As
the Gelwa
predicted.
predicted. Yeah. Uh, mm,
In the teachings of the Tantra on the essence, the clear essence.
To clarify it,
yeah.
to make clear.
Yeah, the works good that make clear the heart of the teachings of Sutra and Tantra. Shunga. Uh, yeah.
The perfection of wisdom, the two of
In both Nika,
In both
yeah,
the
the
perfection
Nat
of wisdom
and the
and
Paratujamba
and the tantras.
and the secret fancy pants teachings.
probably in.
Apparently did it
Oh,
make sense.
He wrote many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he did that a lot. He predicted the heck out of it.
The Buddha predicted him a lot in many different. Is that what you're saying it means?
Yeah, I think many times. Yeah. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I think so. Whoa. Jodhwa Yapa?
So
Oh,
we
I'm in
got
trouble there.
hundreds, etc. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Vishnu?
It could be, unfortunately, but I don't understand what Vishnu is doing here. but Jorwa Gyapa can be an epithet for Vishnu, I'm afraid.
And we're at time, which means we have a lovely cliffhanger.
Wow. Quite the cliffhanger. Somehow, even Vishnu knew Arya Nagarjuna was coming, or did he?
And others.
Like hundreds. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, guys.
Well,
Thanks
wonderful.
very much.
Thank you. Your book is hard and beautiful. I'm really excited to see what happens. Yeah, I find this progression of teachers over time explaining the works of Nagarjuna to be a really attractive place to think. It's something I've thought a lot about. I look forward to the journey. Thank you for taking it
All
on the
right,
chin
so
for us.
rejoice in having the seeds to have different teachings on what Arya Nagarjuna wrote. How fortunate are we? Amazing. Not to mention how amazing it is that I have so many friends who are interested in this as well. Hundreds of them, as a matter of fact.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you for taking it on the chin and boldly going where none of us had gone before. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Again, I'm stunned at the work of the translators, and I'm excited that I got a firsthand look at the hard work that you do. And I look forward to the next opportunity. I'm so glad we get to spend this time together. We will see you on Saturday, the 9th, I believe. And it's just been a delight. Have a wonderful night. Have a great day. Have a sweet afternoon. Sleep tight. Go face your day.
Very
And
cool.
tomorrow, if you're in the United States, vote.
Yeah, please. Yeah, it's good. Thank you. Good reminder. See you soon.
Thank you,
Dodo,
guys.
I copied what you wrote, and I'll try and figure out what you said.
Nice class. Thank you, guys.
Bye, bye. Yeah,
It's
good
just
time.
it's,
Thanks so much.
it's called
Thank you.
100 subscription, 100